Hey there, Kyle from Tippecanoe Herbs on a crisp autumn day. It just turned kind of chilly in Wisconsin all of a sudden in September, but it's not stopping this plant or the mosquitoes from doing their thing in Virgo season. This one has got many names, and all of the names that this plant has helps to tell some of the story of how it's helpful as medicine, and there's a lot of signatures on it that I'd like to discuss real quick too. This is Persicaria. This particular Persicaria that I'm holding here is Persicaria longicetta, but I work with a lot of the relatives of this plant too, Persicaria maculata, and the word maculata is also referenced on this particular species here. There's like a little, you see that little print, that little like dark spot in the middle of the leaf right there? That's the stain, the macula. Another name for this plant is Jesusweed. Look at how it's glowing. Isn't that crazy? This plant is glowing right now. So much refracted light in that. Jesusweed. I say Jesusweed and this plant lights up. Isn't that crazy? One of the stories is that as Jesus was on the cross dying, some of his blood fell down onto this plant and stained it, and so it kept that stain as a memory. Another name for this is lady's thumbprint, and that has a lot of connotation suggesting to being in the Virgo season. And then the name Persicaria, that word means peach leaf like. Persicaria. And the word persica, peach, the species of peach, comes from the same word that is connected to Persian and Perseus. So we got a lot of heroes hanging out with this plant. The Virgin Mary, Jesus, Perseus, and this stain right here in the middle is so curious to me. Actually, that's a specific indication of a way to work with this plant. If one sees that in the tongue, a dark spot in the center is like excess yang that has concentrated and baked in the yin. So the fluids on the inside of the body are stagnant, like a bruise. And all the excess heat is like around on the outside, and it's not flowing from the center. So when you taste this plant, and one of the other names of this plant is Smartweed. This is kind of like a lame dad joke, like, oh, it makes you smart because once you taste it, you're not going to taste it again. It's fine. I'll taste it again. Look how glowing. It's just glowing, this plant. It's just the Smartweed, the other one, the Persicaria maculata. That one is a much more diffusive. This one's pretty sweet. Doesn't really have that same diffusive quality to it. But that diffusive quality is like a pepper. It's like a little spice. So this little spice, it's there. It's a little bit there. It's minimal. It's kind of like goldenrod. So that little spice, that little indication of pepper, that's what's saying. Move the blood, move the body, warm up that stagnation that's in the core and let it spill out and circulate all the way through. Love hanging out with this plant. It's just a little weed. Just likes to grow where the mosquitoes are in the brush and stuff like that. So I'm here on the property with some chopped down trees and I see it blooming. And but of course, a weed is just a name that we give to plants that we don't know their true virtues. So here is the hero that slayed Medusa, the Gorgon, and used her head as a shield, or Jesus, or lady's thumbprint, the plant that is reminding us to have some light in our inner part of our body and circulate the balance of yin and yang, especially in this time of year, the Virgo time of year. This little stain that's right here, that's on the, if we see that on the tongue right there, that little stain, it's hard to see, come on. It's just glowing too much, but just believe me, there's a stain right there. That's the Virgo part of the body. That's the cave. That's the part that does all the organizing and all the work and all the digestion. That's the plexus between our gut-brain axis. And that's what's turned on right now. Good one. Great medicinal plant. And lately I've been seeing tongues that call for Persicaria. Don't work with this one too much as medicine, but I do invite people to come out and sit with it. Bring your bug spray and see if you can resonate with some of the archetypes that are present in the story of this plant and its name. That's all. Kyle from Tippecanoe Herbs saying ciao for now.